Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. A peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, I say Shalom. This is the brother Amwan Ariyah from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. And pretty much, this lesson, I want to go into how Esau Edom, is going forward with this depopulation agenda, by the means of poisoning the people. Now we already know one of the main things that has been exposed with Esau, moving this poison, it's been through the JAB with this whole 3-year, situation that we just came out of. But it goes, way deeper, because these devils on all, fronts have been going forward with, trying to kill us as a nation, ultimately dealing with the so-called Negro Team Native Americans. But there's so much of a devil, that they're pretty much, waging war on the whole, human population, because when you go into everything that they're doing, which I got 2 videos that I want to show just to implement my point, these devils have been, poisoning us from the jump, whether it be from the pharmakia all the way down to the food, man. So I'm going to start here in Isaiah 19:4. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, save the Lord, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the Lord of hosts," It says that the Egyptians will be given over into the hand of a cruel lord, and that cruel lord being Esau Edom, specifically the tribe of Amalek, you so-called JEWs, starting with the elite bankers, the Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPont, Gettys on down, because these people, these 1%, bankers that run the world, they're the ones that implement and dictate everything that is pretty much given unto the people, and the things that they don't want regulated, they don't want said, they have the power to pretty much silence it and put a stop to it, man. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord." And the Egyptians, is this not modern day Egypt, America, so America is the epicenter of where Esau Edom runs his means of operation. So the people here have been nothing more than guinea pigs to try out different things that Esau pumps in the world, man. Because when you see some of the things that are put in the food, the manufacturing processes, the chemicals that's being used over here in America, in other countries, these things are banned. The practices are not they're pretty much frowned upon, man. But here in America, this is where these devils make their bread and butter, man. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, save the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the Lord of hosts," man. And this devil, he's the epitome of cruel, man. Because when you go into everything that this man does, man, he's a straight up devil. And I mean that in every sense of the word, man. This man is pure evil. And majority of it that's done is money driven. And I'm gonna show you examples. So bear with me.
Waiting for you at the grocery store. There may be a surprise waiting for you at the grocery store. Some companies are substituting ingredients in their products, often with cheaper ones. It's called skimpflation, and it's stopping shoppers in their tracks.
Yeah, it seems unfair.
It's so hard to stay up to date on exactly what's going into your food. An anonymous survey of 300 large food and beverage brands showed that nearly 2/3 of them reformulated at least 6 recipes, 90% of them citing higher ingredient prices.
Often water can be added, and we also see basically a shifting to what are less expensive ingredients, from sugar to high fructose corn syrup.
Take a look at these 2 packages of Smart Balance margarine. Look at the front.
They look identical, same weight. Oh, I see it in very fine print.
In the bottom left-hand corner, this one says it's 64% vegetable oil. This one says it's 39% vegetable oil.
And it's leaving customers with a poor taste in their mouths. Some writing how to destroy a great product. New formula is not an improvement and just simply gross. TV dinner favorites, Hungry Man's double chicken bowls, also getting a redo.
The old package said 39 grams of protein. The new package says 33 grams of protein. That's a 15% reduction.
But spotting the changes can be challenging.
Is there less chicken in it? Is there less cheese in it?
Hungry Man's parent company, Conagra, has not responded to NBC's request for comment. Some companies are doing away with ingredients altogether. In 2018, Whole Foods Organic Honey and Nut Morning O's contained real organic almonds. Now, they've completely eliminated them from the cereal product. Whole Foods telling NBC News they reformulate their products for a number of reasons, from new suppliers to availability to feedback on taste or texture. Less than 10% of people actually read ingredient labels, but experts say it's time to take things into your own hands.
You could certainly try to contact the company themselves, and certainly if you let them know that a change was made that they're unhappy with, they take it very seriously.
Case in point, the butter spread backlash. Smart Balance's parent company Conagra is now reversing course, telling NBC News, "We made changes to some Smart Balance products to make them easier to spread. We have heard the feedback from consumers and have decided to return to the previous recipes in the coming months." Because there's only one recipe in business, keeping the customer happy. Savannah Sellers, NBC News, Somerville, Massachusetts.
Alright, so when it comes to this food, okay, this devil has pretty much, found ways to cut corners. Alright, he's serving you GMO, alright, because it's pretty much cheaper for them to mass produce these different products, as well as make money easier, for the people to pretty much spend on. But in the means of cutting corners for that, all right, your health is taking a hit, because the thing is that you're putting inside your body is not actual food, man. All right, because hey, man, the stuff that we're eating isn't real. All right, so I got a quick precept. Excuse me. All right, this is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows," right? And so, like I said, man, these devils, hey, they're money hungry, man. So as you saw
There may be a surprise.
in this video, it said that companies are using cheaper and more toxic ingredients. So this very food that we have to use and eat, all right, for our sustainment, for our nourishment, all right, for our health, man, Esau is making it, more and more poisonous to pretty much, kill us off, man. All right, and it's not just the Israelites, man, that he's doing. All right, this devil, he's killing his own as well as the heathen. All right, so knowing all this, he's doing it to make more money, man. All right, they had a thing at the beginning called shrinkflation, to where you're paying more money for a product that has less, pretty much less in it, as far as either the quantity or even the ingredients that's in it is lower quality things, which really he's replacing with chemicals, man. So these things are killing us as we speak. But that goes to show you, all right, the cruelness of this devil, man. Because as we understand, with him being in the power seat, for him to have a kingdom to rule over, man, you need people, all right, that serve under you to keep your kingdom going. But this man is so much of a devil to where he's destroying the very subjects that he needs to run his kingdom. And it's all for the thought of money, all right? Because, hey, wanting money is not wicked, but the things that you are doing to get that money, that's what makes it wicked, all right? Because you got a lot of our people that'll sell their soul, all right, for money, not realizing, well, some of them do realize that they're throwing the rest of their nation under the bus just for some money. And that's the same sentiment that these devils use and when they make their business decisions, man, okay? Because when you go into the history of, you know, the medical industry, all right, these damn devils found a way to pretty much cut corners and make it to where the medicine is supposed to be healing you, yet this medicine is actually killing you, because what they've done is, instead of using the herbs out of the earth, all right, they have, you know, switched this to a petroleum-based medicine, which is really just killing you, man. All right, so I'm gonna get that in 1 minute. All right, so let me get a couple precepts. This is Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. All right, it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right, it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, because like I just said, man, for you to be a ruler of the world, man, in this current, you know, time that we're living in, all right, you are actually destroying the very subjects that you need to run your society, man. Because like I said, here in Babylon the Great, man, but really this is all over the world, because they practice the same things in Babylon, but this is the main money maker right here that they're using, all right? These products that they are selling are nothing more than poison that is being used to kill us slowly, man, all right? And this depopulation agenda has been, you know, taken up a notch to where, like I said, you have the medical industry who has made billions off of our people pretty much, you know, eating a bad diet. Because one thing about this food, all right, they're pushing a what you call, was it the SAD? I think it's called the SAD, Standard American Diet. And majority of the food that our people eat, all right, it is turned out to be poisonous, man. All right, because our people eat, you know, these abominable food first and foremost, and then the proper things that they have to, you know, put inside themselves, such as the herbs, all right, fruits and vegetables, all right, the proper supplements that come from eating things like nuts, grains, things like that. All right, Esau has pretty much, you know, tainted, man. All right, and that's all because this nigga is he's a wicked ruler, man. All right, which shows why he's unfit to rule, man. Okay, because you're destroying the very people that run your kingdom. All right, but you're doing it all for the means of money. All right. So let me get this real quick. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. All right. Hey, the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. All right, because hey, the scriptures refer to men as beasts. All right. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Bear with me. Okay, I think I can use this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and 18. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, and that they might see themselves. It's like it, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. Okay, so it shows you that the scriptures they also refer to the people as beasts, man. All right, so for you, you know, that's a king. All right. Once again, I'm going to read it again. Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regarded the life of his beast. So if you are a ruler of a city, all right, your subjects, you will regard their life, man. You will pretty much give them the sustenance to make sure that they're able to perform their job adequately, man. All right. And Esau doesn't do that, man. Okay, because like we said, man, we are being poisoned to this day. All right, the food is tainted, the water is tainted, the air is tainted. Everything is polluted under this man because he's actively trying to poison and kill everybody, man. Okay, this is why he's known as the harbinger of death, man, or as the scriptures call him, the son of perdition. So finishing out the verse, it says, "But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." All right, and when you go into this word "cruel," because hey, there is no mercy when it concerns Esau, Edom, man. All right, so this word "cruel" it means suffering, death. It says attended by much distress, inclined or willing to make another suffer, disposed to inflict suffering, mental or physical. It's like to inflict suffering, whether mental or physical, man. And that's what this devil does, man. All right, his so-called mercy, all right, is nothing more than suffering, man. All right, so here it is. You have proposed this standard American diet, which is pretty much, a gluttonous way of life, which is once leading to one of the main causes of disease, which is obesity. All right, which leads to a plethora of other diseases. All right, that sends the people back and forth to the medical industry. All right, now I mentioned how Esau, has warped the medical industry when it comes to the healing. All right, so let's go into that.
When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new...
All right, because it spoke about how we had medicines that were used for thousands of years, man, which goes into the homeopathic methods. All right, because the scriptures tell you real quick, the Lord gave us medicines from the earth. All right. This is Sirach chapter 38, verse 4. It said, "The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." All right. And the medicines that were used back in the ancient world, man, all right, was the herbs from the earth, man. All right, because everything that our bodies need, they come from the earth, man. And Esau, he recognized that, man. All right. We get another precept just to add to that point. Because the thing, like I said, with this devil, man, he is all about profit. All right. So this is the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. It says, "And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat." Right. And so this is why, if I'm going to continue on, it says, "And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, that wherein there is life, I have given unto every green herb for meat." And it was so, right? So you have, medicine that came out of earth, which comes from what? The seeds, man. All right, which is why Esau was attacking the seeds, man, because he's anti-life. All right, he doesn't want people to be healed, because when it comes to the medical industry, they have a term which they say that a patient cured is a customer lost, man. All right, because they're all about big profit. All right, Big Pharma is one of the wealthiest businesses in the world, man. All right, because all these diseases that Esau is pretty much manufacturing is lining the pockets of these doctors, which the corporations are owned by none other than the elites, man. All right, so this is why they frown upon homeopathic methods, all right, holistic practices, man, holistic doctors. That's why you had a few years back, all right, it was a string of holistic doctors mysteriously being put to death, man. Dr. Sebi being one of the more notorious ones, man. All right, but they frown upon holistic thing. This is why they pretty much they recommend you going to the doctor for everything, man, because it went from being homeopathic to allopathic. Which allopathic is pretty much, you know, these damn pharmaceutical drugs that they prescribe to the people. All right, so I'm gonna start this over and then let it play.
When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of...
As you can see, man, they started to demonize people who promoted, you know, holistic, you know, ways of living, man. All right, because these diseases that Esau pretty much has manufactured, because all these diseases that are mainly plaguing the world, they were man-made. Cancer, HIV/AIDS, all right, influenza, all these different things. These came from Esau, man. All right, and this is because of the lifestyle choices and the way of living that Esau promotes, man. All right, all these STDs, man. You know, high blood pressure, gout, or even the mental sickness. These are all things that have been, you know, forwarded because of Esau's, you know, way of living that he's promoted. All right.
the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught. Any mention of the healing power...
So, when it came to these these doctors, man, all right, the true doctors, the ones that actually cared about, you know, curing, you know, their patients, man, they were pretty much pushed out, and the ones that, you know, were okay with going on with the agenda that Esau had pushed, all right, they were the ones that were, you know, pretty much rewarded, man. And this is why you see a lot of the times now, when you go to the doctor in the hospital, all right, they're pretty much, you know, ready to prescribe you a bunch of pills because they get a commission, all right, when you start to be prescribed different drugs, man, all right, because they know with the addictive properties that are inside these damn this witchcraft what he disguised as medicine, all right, the people are gonna be making frequent return visits to them to get that prescription refilled, all right, as well as getting new prescriptions because the one that they were automatically given was going to induce more health problems, as well as the lifestyle choices that they're taking part in, man. All right.
Powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors.
All right. So, you know, just going into that fact. So, this devil has attacked the herbs, man, because he knows it's a good chunk of people who still, all right, look into things like that, man. This is why, especially for, you know, brothers and sisters that's from the South, man. You know, a lot of our grandparents, they had, you know, old, you know, remedy books, old school recipes and things like that they could make from the herbs, man. But this devil, all right, he has attacked that to where pretty much the majority of, you know, those people that pretty much did that, they're gone now, man. So the ones that we're left with, hey, they're pretty much, you know, addicted to going to the doctor, man, to the hospital, man. They're prescribed all these different, you know, pills and shit, man. All right. But at the end of the day, the food that we have been given, you know, even though it's still available, man, it is grossly, you know, changed. All right. Hey, Esau has attacked the seeds, man. This is why. Matter of fact, before I even get this, let me get another precept. All right. This is why, hey, we could eat as healthy as we, you know, can, but it's still not going to all the way, you know, heal us like they're supposed to, because man, this devil has tainted everything, man. This is why we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to deliver us out of this hell, man. Because there's really it's a miracle. There's no other way to say that, but it's a miracle to be, still be alive. Through this, all through the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we're still alive because of everything this devil has done, man. All right. This is Joel chapter 1, verse 16. It says, "Is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power." Excuse me, hold on. Yeah, Salakia Akim. I'm trying to get over this cold. But continuing on, it says, "The seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered." Right. Hey, because our meat, from the animals, that it's tainted. All right. You look at the slaughterhouses, man, the inhumane, way that these animals are pretty much, being raised up and then killed. All right, that's affecting the meat. And then they're being fed all manners of bullshit, man. All right. Here it is, you're feeding, cows, other dead cows. They said it's candy corn in their stuff, man. Cows don't have the proper diet that they're supposed to have unless you get, free range, beef and shit, man. All right. And the chickens are being shot up with all type of steroids, man. Our food is messed up, man. All right. And then you're having all these these reports on how the meat is pretty much old as hell. All right. So everything is through, man. As dealing with, as far as with the herb part of it. Okay, these seeds that we're getting, all right, these plants and vegetables that we're getting, hey, they're GMO'd, man. And if they are organic, they're being sprayed with all type of pesticides, man. So, hey, there's no getting around it, man. All right. It says, "How do the beasts groan? The herds of cattle are perplexed, because they have no pasture. Yea, the flocks of sheep are made desolate." Right, because this devil is pretty much killing off everything, man. All right. The animals are suffering because they're not having the proper, lifestyle that they're meant to have, man. Here it is. Hey, these animals, such as cows, as an example, are meant to roam. All right. It shouldn't even be a thing called free range meat. All right. They're naturally supposed to roam and eat, the grass, not other cows and candy corn, man. But the beasts are suffering, and the beasts are eating poison. All right, they're being killed inhumanely. All right, they're being tortured before they die, man. So you're having all type of hormones and different things that's affecting the meat because of the way they're being killed, the stress and all that, and then add in the poison that they're eating. And then we're taking that meat and putting it inside of our body. So you can only imagine what that's doing to us as well, man. So we're in the worst case scenario, because this is why we're constantly getting sick. All right, our minds can't think clearly, man. All right, because this devil is poisoning us, man. All right, and I want to get that definition for the word poison. All right, it says to poison. It says a substance that is capable of causing the illness or death of a living organism when introduced or absorbed. All right, and that's what this devil, has he has pretty much, did, man. All right, because the food that we're eating, man, it's another form of a weapon that Esau is using for his depopulation agenda, man. All right, because not only is he making money off of you, all right, he's killing you in the process while he pretty much profits off of you, man. Because, hey, you're in and out the doctor's office, constantly paying medical bills. Then you got to pay for the visit. Then you got to pay for the x-rays. Now you're dying. You got to pay for the goddamn, you got to pay for the plot of land that you're going to be put in. You got to pay for the casket. You got to pay for the damn funeral service. Man, everything is money driven when it comes to this damn devil, man. Which shows you why we got to get up out of here, man. All right? Because, hey, not only is a GMO thing that we're being fed, the meat is being defiled as well, man. So I want to get that real quick as well. Salaki, if I'm, bouncing all over the place. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. It says, "And the Lord said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them, right? And this food that we're eating is mad defiled, man. Okay? And the meat, that we're eating, all right, they have reports coming out saying that it's human body parts that is being ground up and mixed with the meat. All right, they have the FDA has an approved level of was it rat hair, insect parts, all right, that they allow inside of the food. Okay, man, we're eating all type of madness that we don't really understand. This is why you see videos of people putting certain foods under the microscope, man. That shit don't even make you want to eat no more, man. This is why we're gonna fuck Esau up in the kingdom. Lord willing, the Lord give us that power, man. Because this man has to damn pay. All right. Because at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's a miracle through the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It's a miracle we're still even alive, man. But that's okay because the Spirit said the Lord was going to preserve His elect. All right, so that we can continue to push this word. All right, in the midst of our suffering, so that the elect can be raised up. Okay. It's lucky. This is the wrong. Yeah, this is St. Mark chapter 16, verse 18. It says, "They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover." Right, because the Lord, through His power is how we're still able to wake up, every day and do this work, man. Okay, because like I said, man, this devil has made a conscious. I can't even say the word. So like, he's pretty much made it his mission. All right, to pretty much go into an all-out assault to pretty much kill us, man. And like I said, he's so much of a devil to where, all right, he's opened that that poison up unto the whole world. So he's poisoning his own people. All right, but that goes to show you why this man is an unfit king. Let me go back to that, and why the Most High has to move him out the way, man. Because now these nations are starting to wake up to the fact that this nigga is the devil, man. All right. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." Right. So you understand, for a kingdom to pretty much be continued, all right, you have to have the proper workers under the ruling class to keep the society going, man. And this devil is destroying the very workers that he needs to keep his kingdom going, man. All right, this is why he's trying to move towards this technocracy where he can pretty much merge man with machine, so he doesn't have to worry about the people dying, man. All right, he wants the world in a sustainable number, but to where he has full control over them, man. All right. Because we're going to come to a time where this devil, he's pretty much making it to where only the rich have access to meat. He wants the common people to eat nothing but, plants and bugs, man. All right? But see, that's not a wise thing for a king to be doing, man. All right, this is why it tells you. I'm going to come back to this once again. Let me go to the book of Ecclesiastes 10 and 16. It says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning." Right. Esau has the mind of a child, man. All right. He doesn't understand the proper way to run a society, man. All right. Because all he knows how to do is consume and destroy. All right. Which is why the Most High is going to move him out the way. So I'm going to end with this. This is Sirach 10 and 4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set over it one that is profitable." Because this damn devil is not profitable to the world, man. He's destroying the very kingdom. It's like the very planet he has to live on. All right. How are you going to be ruling a world when you're destroying the water you have to drink, the food you have to eat, and the people that you need to serve you, man? All right. The Lord's he's going to set up over the world the proper rulers that was meant to be from the beginning, which is the Israelites, man, under the rule of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, all right? So the Most High is going to move Esau out the way. And he's going to judge you for all the wickedness that you have done in the world, man. Because the Lord is seeing what you're doing to his creation, man. All right? Salakia. I know it's in the book of Revelation somewhere. Yep, this is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and should have destroyed them which destroy the earth. Right, so the Most High is going to destroy you devils for destroying the earth, man. You aren't fit to rule. Hell, you aren't even fit, all right, to be anywhere else outside of a damn pit after you serve out your 1,000 years, man. This is why the Lord is going to completely eradicate the Edomites from the face of the earth after you served your 1,000-year punishment, man. All right, because you devils were only given one job, and that was to destroy. All right, that's why it says in Revelation 6 and 4, you was given that sword to take peace away from the earth, man. And death follows you everywhere you go. So hey, you're not fit to rule because, hey, if it was be so, you would destroy the very planet we all need to live on, man. This is why in Planet of the Apes, the old one, all right, they had in the scroll to tell you to beware of the beast, man. All right, for he's a destroyer of worlds, you know, and he will destroy yours as well as his, something along the lines, man. But you know, with that, Lord willing, let's edifying. I'm closed out right here. I want to give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time I say shalom.